would it mean to be able to talk to angels? How would that change your life? Join us now on Angel Talk Tuesday as the psychic angel channelers Julie Geigel, Susan Schuler, and Lori Walker allow angels to speak directly through them, sharing messages from beyond. As you bathe in the vibrational frequency of the angels here, you will begin to open up to a stronger and clearer communication of your own. The purpose of this show is to help you awaken, expand, and remember the magnificent being that you are and the mission you came here to fulfill.
Welcome everyone. Our theme for the month is New Beginnings, and today's topic is Celebrate Your Life. This is Julie Geigel, International Psychic Medium, Trance Channel for Archangel Metatron and Awakened Healer. I offer psychic medium readings and spiritual counseling over the phone and in person in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. You can find me over at www.juliegeigel.com and on Facebook at Psychic Medium Julie. All right, and I would love to invite you to join me over on the OMTimes Expert Learn It Live platform. I am teaching a 28-day manifesting course. And we are just finishing up our week of love. And then tomorrow we will move into our week of manifesting joy in our 2017, the year of 2017. And you can sign up for that over at www.bit.do/manifesting. That's www.bit.do/manifesting. And that's OMTimes Expert Learn It Live platform. Very excited, thrilled, as I am a teacher, and I'm excited to move back into that platform of teaching. I have lots and lots of stuff, lots of classes. I used to do a lot of teaching live here in Eau Claire, Wisconsin, and then I just turned online and have been doing more of the readings and working one-on-one with people. So I'm thrilled for this new venue that I can offer some of my gifts and talents in a beautiful way. And like I said, as a teacher, as a elementary school teacher, I really miss it. So it's been fun over at Learn It Live, and I'm excited to continue here this year. And Susan and I will be hosting class, if you will, mediumship. We'll be doing live mediumship demonstrations with this platform. So we're excited to get rolling with that. Stay tuned for more details on that. All right, let's go ahead and get started. I can feel Metatron being like, oh, you're talking too much. All right, here we go. Welcome. I am Metatron, here in service to humanity. We are thrilled and delighted, as always, to join you here this day. We invite you to relax and go deeper into this beautiful Metatronic energy that we are creating here for you now, allowing you to open up to more of who you are, more of who you came here to be. For your earth space dimension is in a beautiful transition. And many of you may have been feeling quite sluggish at the beginning part of this month. And this is to be expected, as the old energy fights to hang on. But your collective consciousness is rising up, gaining momentum, growing stronger, and allowing this shift to be seamless. So breathe deeply as you move out of your third dimension reality into the fifth dimension. And many of you have ascended into higher frequencies, all the way up to the 12th dimension. You will find yourself moving in and out throughout your day, between and amongst these dimensions. And when your body moves back into the third dimension, it might feel like a crash or an explosion. Your body is simply adjusting and attuning to being able to function here on this earth plane within your spiritual body as the driving force of your life. The ego is transcending along with your spiritual body, and that is the feeling of crash and burn, the feeling of overwhelm or unexplained emotions. What is happening is that your spiritual body moves into these higher dimensions to gain spiritual fuel, to bring back to the earth plane, to assist in the ascension and transition of the new energy. We are also aware that there is much political unrest on this planet at this time. We want you to know that we are here with you. We have not forsaken you. God is everywhere, and everywhere is God. Do not allow yourself to get pulled in to the drama that is being created on your social media sites and elsewhere. There is no value in contributing to any negativity in any form. Your power lies in grounding yourself in your own space of peace, love, and harmony. If each and every person did this, this planet would transcend quite quickly. But oftentimes, many of you get caught into the collective consciousness and spiral down. Today we are here to help you spiral up. Remember, there are no accidents. There are no mistakes. Everything is always divine and perfectly imperfect. Look beyond the face value of this situation and allow yourself the expansion and freedom of trusting. that there is perfect order always, even within your political system. And understand that perfect order doesn't necessarily mean that things feel wonderful all of the time, or that things occur perfectly all of the time. It is understanding and trusting that sometimes things need to crash in order for new growth, in order for new beginnings, in order for expansion. So take a moment with us now and open your heart. Feel the blessings that life here has to offer you. Tune into the present moment. Turn your mind inward and find gratitude. Gratitude will always lead you back to joy, which is your primary function on this planet. Pure and simple joy. I am Metatron, and I have spoken here today. This is Julie Geigel. You can find me over at www.juliegeigel.com. Stay tuned for our discussion in segment 2.
The future of Internet radio is here. OMTimes Radio. IOM FM. The number one reason girls drop out of school in sub-Saharan Africa is lack of access to feminine hygiene products. The Pads for Schoolgirls Project, an outreach of Humanity Healing International, is changing this paradigm by setting up sewing programs at schools, teaching girls a vocational skill, while producing the reusable pads that help keep them attending classes. The girls pay it forward by making and giving pad kits to other girls in need. To learn more, visit humanityhealing.org. Humanity Healing is where your heart is.
Hi, I'm Kelly Fox, host and astrologer of The Astrology Show. Each week, I'll give you access to the current transits, which are a valuable tool that provide astrological information to help unlock the potential each of us has. Understanding the stars can help steer us in the right direction to make better informed choices. So if you're wondering what's going to happen in your week ahead, be sure to tune in to The Astrology Show for guidance, Mondays at 9 p.m. Eastern Time.
Do you need help with relationships, romance, or career? I'm a triple-tested, accurate, and ethical psychic medium and spiritual counselor. Simply click on my Call Me Now button at juliegeigel.com.
This is Susan Schuler. In life, intention is everything, and I make each of my handmade soy candles and smudging sprays just for you. Go to mediumsusan.com for details.
Hi, this is Lori Walker. Have you picked up your free gift yet? You can download my chakra clearing meditation from my website at loriwalker.com.
And we are
The Psychic Angel Channelers
from Angel Talk Tuesday.
Well, I finally did it. I opened a 401k.
What? Why? Just wait for the inheritance. We've definitely got a rich uncle somewhere. We're one call away from the winner's circle at the Derby, dinners with multiple forks, a vacation home in the country, using summer as a verb.
You don't actually think that, do you?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to Angel Talk Tuesday. This is Julie Geigel. Thank you for joining us here today. We are honored and delighted to be channels for the spiritual realm. Absolutely. And bright blessings to our Lori Walker, who is delivering some babies this morning. She's a midwife over in California, and we are missing her this morning, but send her much love and prayers for those easy and seamless, as Metatron said today, births. So we're just going to take a moment to discuss any the messages Metatron brought through, which were a little intense this morning. But I did want to mention we are taking live calls right now. You can dial in at 1-202-570-7057. And any comments on our message today from Metatron, any comments about the show, any questions that you have. I am expert with angel cards and love to do forecasts for the year for people. So if you're wondering what 2017 is going to bring for you, you can certainly call in and ask us that. Susan is very skilled in her arts as a psychic medium as well. So we'd love to be able to assist you here this morning. 1-202-570-7057. You can call in any time today. And Susan, welcome.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's so funny when you were talking about the angel cards, I thought to myself, gosh, I've never had Julie read me. I'm like, I want to be read.
We'll have to do that. Give you your 2017 forecast.
Absolutely. I would love that. Gosh, that sounds like an awesome thing. No, your message today was really intense. And it was funny because I know that we always have like a specific theme that we focus on. But I think we all do this. Sometimes it does really have a mind of its own. And it went back to what we were supposed to be talking about, but it just went so much bigger and broader. So I really feel that he had a lot to say. The one thing that I found really interesting, though, you were talking, or I should say he was talking about the different dimensions. And after I say this piece, I'd love you to get into further depth about the 12th dimension, because I don't think everyone fully comprehends what that is, first off. But it's interesting because some nights, and I don't know if you're the same way, but some nights I can tell I'm traveling, astro traveling, and I'm off to other places. And yesterday when I woke up, I was so angry. And after hearing what he had to say about how when your bodies shift in the dimensions, how it like physically affects you, I took a walk in the morning and I wished I had taken a kickboxing class. I was just dealing with that kind of like pent up, like, got to get it out. And I do, now that hearing what he said, I think it was like the shift from being in my dream state and being really higher up and then hitting Earth. And then just feeling like this, almost the only way I can describe it, it was almost like a rage. And that's not me. I'm usually this happy, bubbly, upbeat person. So I think we are all experiencing this, what he talks about with this, the collective consciousness. And I love how he touched on social medias because personally, I've had to hide. I don't unfriend people, but I've had to hide a lot of posts from certain people that I'm friends with because it's so challenging to read that and not be affected by it. And Julie, I don't know if that's something that you experience because I know you're on social media as much as I am, but it's been really challenging. So I love the fact that Metatron did address that.
Yeah. And it's interesting because Metatron always has something specific for each one of us, even us as channelers. And I definitely was seeing a direct connection to you, Susan, with what you were experiencing. And exactly. He was talking to you.
Yeah. And it's so funny, too, because I know we channel for other people, but every time that I copy them over so I can post them in my blogs and whatnot, I feel like it's directly focused on me.
I know. The message was for me, too, because, well, two things I want to address. Number one is with the different dimensions and absolutely seeing that our emotions, our energy is affected in 3 different ways. Number 1 is by our own personal stuff, things that it's coming from us. It's our life, it's our karma, it's past life stuff, it's us. Number 2 is, actually 4. Number 2 is our energy field is influenced by our ancestral lineage. Many of us are here to clear and heal programs from our ancestors. We are responsible for 7 years back and 7 years forward. So whatever we do here in this lifetime is going to affect 7 generations to come.
Oh my gosh, I had no idea, Julie. Wow.
Oh, yeah. Can't remember where I heard that, but that Metatron definitely reminds me of that one. And, the third way our energy field is affected or influenced is through our collective consciousness. And so, that's all of this unrest that we're feeling with the political arena right now and, just things that are going on in the world, that those sometimes our emotions are not our own. Sometimes our emotions are the collective consciousness. We're feeling the energy from the mass because we're all one. But today, Metatron brought in a new light, which I was unaware of, and this is the fact that I would have to say it's not all the people, but it's a very good majority of the people. So light workers, people who are spiritually aware, wanting to learn more, know more, awakened people. These people are going into other dimensions throughout the day. Actually, it's not exclusive to evening is what I'm being shown. It is occurring throughout the day. And those people who are enlightened or in states of awakening are experiencing that more and more. And what we're doing is we're pulling the energy from the higher dimensions into the earth plane to assist the earth plane in its evolution. And what many of us are experiencing is that as we move into the higher dimensions and, we have those feelings of peace and joy and everything's going great, then we move back into this third dimension. That's when oftentimes, especially if we've had an intense energy influx in the higher dimensions, when we're like carriers of light that we're bringing into this earth plane. And when there's been a massive amount of light that we're carrying or energy that we're trying to transmute, when we come back into this third dimension to spread that light or infuse that into this energy field, oftentimes we will crash and burn. And so that will come in, like your comment this morning was, you just can't seem to stop crying. And I've had that comment from a lot of people, that they're overwhelmed with emotions, and especially with tears, lots of tears. So again, it is very fascinating to understand that our emotions now have a fourth way of, fourth explanation of why we're feeling the way we're feeling.
Right. It's interesting. When I first started doing this work, I was unfamiliar with a lot of the things that you're speaking of. And I remember going to this gentleman who did chakra clearing because I kept crying and I thought something was wrong with me. So I said, you have to clear out my chakras. Something's wrong. I just can't stop crying. Thankfully, it kind of filled me in on what was going on. But the emotion's real powerful right now. I mean, really powerful, Julie.
Absolutely. And I do have the crystal bed going during our channeling here today. So everyone is receiving a beautiful chakra healing. The crystal bed focuses mainly on rebalancing and realigning the chakras within your body, which help you to stay grounded and help you to stay centered, focused in that peace. The other thing I wanted to mention was the social media component, and I definitely felt like Metatron was speaking to me, and you're in a similar situation. And actually this morning I just made a resolution right before the channeling that, I'm going to start hiding people's posts, and I'm going to stop responding or engaging with any political bashing or banter, because as Metatron shared today, that's really creating a sense of powerlessness, and we're no better than the person that we're bashing.
Yep.
And that's the big message. And I think social media is a beautiful venue for many beautiful things, but it's becoming a go-to for people to just bash and ridicule and become upset and unrest. And I agree that there's a place for that, and I agree as a people we need to speak out, but that's not why I'm on social media. I go to social media, I go to Facebook for inspiration, for insight. I go to social media to be uplifted and to spread love and healing and be a light. And so I will get my political fuel from other places, but that's not my source. Facebook is not my source for my political views, my political unrest, or banter.
Yeah, Julie, honestly, last Friday, I have to say, at one point, I realized as I was typing something back to someone, my hands were shaking and I had broken out in a sweat. And I thought, okay, stop. You need to back away from this. This is wrong. It was horrible.
Right. Yes. Yeah. So many wonderful messages today. This is Julie Geigel and Susan Schuler with Angel Talk Tuesday. Stay tuned. After our commercial break, Susan will be channeling Jacob, a master teacher of the Akasha.
The cutting edge of conscious radio, OMTimes Radio, IOM FM. Host your show on IOM FM, the radio network of OMTimes Media, one of the more recognized brand names in the conscious community, and is backed by the extensive marketing reach of OMTimes. Hosting a show on IOM FM immediately connects you with our extensive dedicated community.
Hi, this is Julie Geigel. Would you like to know the secret to manifesting? Join our next Manifesting Mastermind to create miracles of health, wealth, love, and joy. Sign up at juliegeigel.com.
Why wonder when you can know? Hi, this is psychic medium Susan Schuler. Let me help you get the answers. Schedule an appointment today at mediumsusan.com.
Hi, this is Lori Walker. Would you like to receive daily inspiration? Join me on Instagram and Facebook at Lori Walker, Psychic Medium Healer.
And we are
the Psychic Angel Channelers
from Angel Talk Tuesday.
Today, my new dad and I shot off a rocket in the park.
Today, my new son and I failed to shoot off a rocket.
The rocket launched into the air
and then crashed into the pond.
I'll never forget that day.
I'll never forget that day, even if I tried.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are. For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to Angel Talk Tuesday. This is Susan Schuler. As a channeler, I work with a team of guides whom Jacob is the master teacher and leader of this group. Jacob first stepped forward during my initial Reiki attunement several years back, and he is now whom I call on to access the Akashic records. These records are often where I gain my information during past life readings and psychic readings. As a professional psychic medium based in the Los Angeles area, I do readings for clients in person and on the phone and with Skype all over the world. I do frequent mediumship and psychic demonstrations around LA and in other parts of the country, too. I'll be in Western New York in the last 2 weeks in February doing demonstrations and one-on-one readings. and I'm very excited to announce that Lori Walker and I will be doing a demonstration with Chris Drew in March in Santa Ana, California. Chris is an international British medium and tutor at the world-famous Arthur Findlay College. He spent time on the London stage and is not only an amazing medium, but very enthusiastic and funny. Aside from doing one-on-one readings, I also do small group readings and teach classes. I am a big believer in setting intentions, and I make wonderful scented soy intention candles as well. You can find information on how to purchase those on my website. My website is mediumsusan.com, and also feel free to like my page, my Facebook page at Susan Schuler Psychic Medium. So let's switch gears now and see what Jacob has to say today. We are so very proud of you for taking the time today to listen and learn. We see your interest in things outside your little worlds, and we commend you for that. Yes, we realize it is far easier to just plod along, day to day, with the simple things that make up a life. But there is much more available to you. Yes, much more indeed. We ask you to think about this. Are you alive? Yes, of course we know that you are living, breathing, sentient beings, but are you living your life from a place of learning, growth, tolerance, expansion of your thoughts, new experiences, and granting yourself permission to feel joy? Do you feel the rhythm of life pulsing through your bodies? Do you sing the body electric? Or do you find yourself trapped in paying the bills, your responsibilities, working in a career that leaves you unfulfilled? We see this, we feel this, and yes, we wish better for you, for this is not what you planned when you decided to incarnate on earth at this time. Many of you have forgotten so deeply that you no longer even know your lives have lost their purpose. You have forgotten the joy that was inherently yours when you entered the world. As humans, things often feel very serious, and although we understand your responsibilities, we would like to remind you that what you send out to the universe is that which you shall get back. So living a life too weighed down with the heavy aspects of life will not permit the joy, the full amount of joy, to radiate in your life. And if you have yet to realize this, life is far less about what occurs and much more about how you choose, yes, we said choose, to react to it. So ask yourself, when you rise in the morning, do you rise with excitement, ready to experience new adventures? For never forget, each day brings with it excitement and joy. If you choose, there is that word again, if you choose to see it that way, so many more things to celebrate will begin to unfold for you. Bear in mind, keeping with the rules of the universe, the opposite will be true as well. Many of you may have no idea what your purpose is, but we tell you that it doesn't matter in the way you believe, for knowing your purpose will be the result of living a life you celebrate. Everything begins with action, so we ask that you commit to small things, but things you do on a daily basis, such as the way you decide to react to what life sends your way. You may recall the statement on your planet to fake it until you make it, but we ask you to take this a step further and fake it until you become it. Living in joy, choosing to react to others and difficult situations in a loving way, being the light for others. These are all things that are strong messages to the universe that you want to celebrate your life. That although challenges may arise in your life, that you choose joy and happiness. You choose to live each day to its fullest, regardless of how it may be breaking loose. This is what Gandhi meant when he said, if we could change ourselves, the tendencies in the world would also change. Live out loud, with purpose, with love. Spreading hope and encouragement to others. This is your life's purpose. And we promise you, once this begins, you will feel it in every fiber of your being. Your soul will resonate, making your physical bodies do likewise. This will cause a domino effect, one which your world greatly needs to embrace at this time. For these are troubled times, and it needs more powerful leaders and teachers for the laws of joy and love, for you already have far too many leaders who are spreading hate and intolerance. Be the change. First with yourself, and the world will follow as you live your life with purpose. You will also find, as you begin to alter your perception of your daily lives as a more deeper and meaningful life, it will begin to unfold for you as well. You will begin to alter the lives of all whom you interact with, all who you meet, no matter how inconsequential it may seem to you. Your love, joy, and uplifting words will begin to inadvertently teach others about how they too can lead a life with purpose, power, love, tolerance, joy, hope, and gratitude. We know many of you feel down at this moment, powerless in the wave of hate that seems to be spreading like wildfire. Stop it. As simple as it sounds, when you no longer desire something, all that is required is to stop the action. Stop rendering yourselves powerless, for you are anything but. Choose to wake up each morning from a place of excitement, curiosity, hope. Move forward in your day and listen to others. Hear what they say. You can choose how you react. So choose love, choose joy. As we have told our channeler Susan before, you are all healers. It is your time to heal the world. For once you embrace this concept, many more will come your way as well. You will be celebrating the majesty of your human condition, rather than focusing on that which will only invite negative things into your life. Every morning when you wake up, you make a decision and choose how your day will move forward. Many days equal years, and years make up a lifetime. Your morning of each day is a precious present. It is a gift the universe has given you, so use it wisely. Help it grow and spread with dividends. We see some of you still fight this idea that living a life centered in love and joy is your purpose. And if you choose to do so, other parts of your personal life will be shown to you. But it is so. We know life is not always about love, light, fairies, and unicorns, but we watch you make things far more difficult for yourselves than which is truly necessary. Never forget you are energetic beings that attract what you send out. Decide what you wish to receive. Do not allow your past actions or the actions to others to dictate this. Remember, on any given day, you have the ability to simply stop and begin again. Celebrate this life. Do not mourn it. Some of you travel through life, and many of you know others who do this, like you are tending a long funeral. Stop. Stop being the victims, the martyrs, those heavy, energetic beings who only invite further strife. Start fresh with something like a deep cleansing breath right this very minute. Breathe in deeply and sigh out all that negative energy you have been holding on to. Raise your lips into a smile. Starting today, smile at strangers and speak kind words to all you meet. Use this new day as a new day, a day that you choose to begin to celebrate your life, a life full of love, joy, understanding, tolerance, and hope. This is your purpose. And should you choose to accept this purpose, the opportunities will open and fall at your feet, inviting in exceptional opportunities, opportunities you never dreamed possible. Sing the body electric. Be the body electric. Be who you were destined to be today. This is Susan Schuler. You can find me at mediumsusan.com. Please stay tuned as we continue to talk about and analyze what was said today. Thank you.
Bringing a more conscious lifestyle to your world. OMTimes Radio. IOM FM.
Looking for inspiration?
Want to be inspired?
Not sure where to go?
Find Mark and Kim every Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Eastern on Inspired Living.
Topics will elevate consciousness and range from metaphysics to the human and social experience and all things spiritual.
Welcome to an inspired community that offers support, encouragement, and new ways of thinking. You are the inspired and the inspiration.
Hi, this is Julie Geigel. Would you like a free psychic reading? Become a member of our inner circle and get a free reading today. Sign up at juliegeigel.com.
Hi, this is Susan Schuler. Have you stopped by my website to download your free mini grounding meditation? Do so now at mediumsusan.com.
Would you like to speak with an angel? Hi, I'm Lori Walker, a trance channel for Rialta from the angelic realm. Book your session now at loriwalker.com.
And we are
the Psychic Angel Channelers
from Angel Talk Tuesday. From Angel Talk Tuesday.
When is the best time to talk to your family about staying in touch during a disaster? When floodwaters reach your door? When wildfires are engulfing the edge of your neighborhood? Or an earthquake is destroying buildings? Or is the best time perhaps today? During a disaster, you may not be able to stay in touch with your family or friends as easily as you think. Go to ready.gov/communicate and make your emergency plan today. Don't wait. Communicate. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to Angel Talk Tuesday. This is Julie Geigel. Thank you so much, Susan Schuler, for that beautiful message from Jacob, a master teacher of the Akasha. All right, so let's go ahead and dive in. Wow, Jacob was on fire today. I've just got so much here. I don't even know where to start. First, Jacob talked about just, are you alive? Do you sing the body electric? That I love that. Body electric. Wow. Yeah, because, so many of us just go through the motions and we get stuck in that pit of fear and dread and overwhelm. And so, Jacob was really, it was like he was taking you and just shaking you and saying, you need to just stop it and smile. Life is far less about what occurs than it is about what you choose to focus on. So a big message of his today, again, was, it's not always easy and effortless. There's struggle that comes with this life, but even just that word struggle, adjectives, oftentimes I just feel like if those ascended masters and beautiful light beings came to this planet, the first thing they would do is eradicate adjectives from our vocabulary, because we get attached and we are incessantly judging things as good or bad. So Jacob was really, really inviting us to remember that it's what we choose to focus on. It is what it is, and that's part of our experience here, is having challenges and having things not always go the way we want them to, but we need to focus on love and joy and peace and harmony, and we really can shift that attitude and raise that vibration no matter what, no matter all this chaos and craziness that we're living in right now. We have the power to shift the energy, stop being a victim, and I loved when he talked about that. Any thoughts, Susan?
Well, it's interesting. I love the way that, Jacob, at least for me, uses my own personal frame of reference, and Sing the Body Electric is from a poem by Walt Whitman. So it's I just love the way that he incorporated that in. But it also reminds me of, I don't know, Julie, have you seen the movie Fame?
I believe so. Is it an older movie?
Yeah, it came out when we were kids. I mean, we would have been in high school.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, there's a song in it that we actually sang at my high school graduation called I Sing the Body Electric. And I mean, it's funny because as I was kind of how you're there, but you're not there when you're channeling, as I'm listening to it, there's a part of my brain that was kind of going through the words. I need to share this line with you. It's just the first couple lines of the song, and I'm scared that I still remember this from high school, but it's just, I sing the body electric. I celebrate the me yet to come. I toast in my own reunion when I become one with the sun.
Wow.
And I was it was sort of going by. I'm going to have to put the song on the break room later because it's just this intense song. And it stirred up all of this listening to him talk about this today. But it just talks about, it's like our endless possibilities. And how many of us, we just don't do anything with these endless possibilities that we have. And I love the fact that he kept saying, if you don't like what life is giving you, stop. You know what I mean? Because we so many times just get so wrapped up in this is just the way it is. This is what I have to do. This is my job. I'm tied to it. I mean, Julie, you do readings all the time. I do readings all the time. I hear people say, I want to do my passion, but I can't. And then they give you a whole list of reasons why they can't. When there should be so many reasons why you can and why you should, and how so much of it is a choice. And how it begins with this daily just waking up in the morning this is a new day. I swear that's why I've always enjoyed sun-ups rather than sundowns. I'm not saying I don't enjoy a beautiful sunset, but I would much rather watch sunrise because it's just all about the untapped possibilities. And that just, to me, really stirs my soul and gets me impassioned. And listening to this, I can't wait to hear this back because for our listeners, when I finished doing this, I typed to Julie in our own little private discussion. I'm like, my hands are shaking. I mean, it was to the point where it was the power was so powerfully running through me that it was like, I almost couldn't talk. And Julie, you've been doing channeling a lot longer than I have, so I know maybe this is just something that happens sometimes.
Absolutely, absolutely. All kinds of crazy things happen when you channel.
Yeah. But
Most
to me, I mean, that was just, I just love the fact that they used the Walt Whitman quote. That was just really, I just love that. That's great. I can't wait to go back and read that poem again because I've sort of forgotten it.
Yeah, and be sure to share that in the break room too. We'd love that. And we are taking live callers at 1-202-570-7057. If you have any questions about our show or comments, we'd love to hear from you. And again, I'm happy to give you an angel card reading here today, kind of a forecast for your 2017. And Susan is quite an expert in her field as a psychic medium as well, and happy to share insights from her guides. So call us at 1-202-570-7057 here on the show today. And we are talking about Susan's channeling from Jacob, a master teacher of the Akasha, and some of the points that he made. He also talked about if we could change ourselves, the tendencies in our world would change. Susan, whose quote was that?
I think that's a Gandhi quote. Once again, I don't know. I don't know that quote, so I'm thinking that's a Gandhi quote. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it brings to mind be the change you want to see in the world. And, you know, he talked about living out loud and the domino effect, the joy begets joy as you turn your light on, as you focus inward on the peace of this moment, finding, being present with this moment, because in the moment, there's always that space of peace, no matter what is happening, and we talked about that. And, you know, he did touch on too many leaders spreading hate and intolerance, and I just can't help but feel, as I mentioned before, that a lot of us are jumping on that bandwagon. And I don't know why, but this morning it just kind of hit me like a ton of bricks. Probably because it's like the fifth person, the fifth friend that I have on Facebook who has made a comment that has said, you know, I'm either going underground for a while because I can't, it's too overwhelming, or they said, you know, people, please unfriend me if you're going to engage in this political bashing. And like I said, it just kind of hit me like a ton of bricks that, wow, here I've been engaging. I've been engaging. You know, it's funny. They've got some pretty funny posts out there, Susan. But as Metatron mentioned during the channeling, that's not where our power lies, and we're actually creating a beautiful an unrest. We're creating a powerlessness when we are continue to bash and oppose. And like I said, there's a time and a space for opposing. So you need to do what you need to do, and I support everyone. But Facebook is not the venue to do that. Not only that, but again, bashing something that you're upset about renders you powerless. That, you know, we're not kindergartners here. We're adults.
Right.
And just because we have a leader that's not someone that we may have voted for, we need to come together and focus on love, focus on peace, because that's where our power lies. And the universe can come in and assist us and create miracles and create a beautiful change when we stand in our power, and we stand in that power of love and peace. The universe, the master beings out there cannot help us, and it's almost like it's like a baby, you know, with that umbilical cord to the mother. When you are in a place of fear and frustration it's like the umbilical cord gets cut off, and the universe can't help you. The flow gets blocked. So when you can take a deep breath and trust and know that everything's divine, everything's perfectly imperfect, and there's a higher order that's occurring here that we are not aware of, then that umbilical cord, the flow from the universe, the flow from the divine beings that are trying to assist us, can work magic and miracles for us here. And we can be the light that shines out their magic and miracles and helps to create what there's a rising up that's occurring. So we can either help create that rising up by aligning with the spiritual realm, or we can stay here in the third dimension and continuing to spin our wheels with all of the unrest that's occurring here.
Absolutely, and even add to it. And that was brilliant what you just said, Julie.
Thanks, that was channeled. I was like, sorry, I didn't mean to go off on a tangent with that one. All right, everyone, thank you so much for joining us here today on Angel Talk Tuesday. Archives are posted 24 hours after the live show airs on OMTimesRadio.com. And don't forget to join us on Facebook in our Angel Talk Tuesday Breakroom, where we post our favorite quotes of the show. Remember, you have a plethora of angels, uplifting, inspiring, and enfolding you in God's love every day. Until next time, this is the Psychic Angel Channelers, Julie Geigel, Susan Schuler, and Lori Walker, helping you connect with your own angelic team.